Hello, my name is Meshak and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at food parameters in Power BI. Now, have you ever wished your Power BI visuals could instantly switch between metrics, okay, like total sales, total profit, total discount, and cost of goods sold, like we have here, without creating multiple pages or multiple visuals? Alright, so that's what we'll be doing in today's. Okay, so what is a food parameter in Power BI? Alright, so a food parameter, alright, in simple terms, allows you to create a slicer, alright, like so, that controls what measures or dimension is displayed in the visual. Okay, and so instead of building separate charts for each metric, alright, a food parameter will allow us to pick from a list and instantly change the visuals data. Okay, is supposed to make dashboards cleaner, more dynamic, and even more user friendly. All right, and so you might be wondering and then possibly ask me, so Meshak, how is this important in real life setting? Now let me give you a scenario. Okay, as we imagine you are building a sales dashboard for management, or your boss wants you to build a dashboard for him. All right, and in this dashboard he or she just wants one chart that can flow between total sales, total profit, or quantity sold. So he or she doesn't want you clustering the report page or this page with so many visuals. He or she just needs one particular dashboard that he or she can just flip through like so. So we have total sales, total profit, and all of this, and I can just go to total profit by just going to total profit, and then I can just go to total sales and also see what the total is about. Likewise, I can just go here and see without having to create visualization for all of this. I can also just come to country and say, all right, so I want the total this for countries only, all right, or total sales for countries, or total profit for countries, or I can just say, okay, I don't want to know the details for countries. Or you can say, I don't want the details for country, I want the details for month. All right. So total sales by month, total profit by month, total discount by month. All right. So we just have one visualization and like slices to do all of this. All right. To quickly just show management this. All right. And so instead of creating 3 visuals or 4 visuals, where we show all of this, you just build one visual and add a field parameter slicer. All right. And so now the manager is able to choose what they want to view and the visual updates automatically. All right, and so this is currently great for KPIs comparing metrics or when you want to reduce cluster, excuse me, clutter. All right, and in this video, that's what I'll be showing you. I'll be showing you how to build these food parameters and how we can make this amazing knowledge ours, okay, in our day-to-day activities or in our roles as data professionals. All right, and so yeah, let's jump right now. So in order to use parameters or food parameters, there are some things that you need to keep in mind. All right, so first and foremost, we are going to be we need to look at, okay, we need to look at the measures that you would like to display. All right, what are the measures, what are the KPIs that you are looking at? All right, what are the KPIs that manager or management is hell bent on knowing? All right, or wants to know, is it a count of customers in your case? Is it the total profit? Is it the total salary? Is it the average salary? All right, so those are your KPIs. So the things that management would like to get to know at first glance. All right, the management want to know the total revenue, okay, for each region or for each product. All right, those things. All right, and so those are the things you first need to look at. All right, and so I already have my measures, all right, prepared. So these are my measures. Now these are DAX measures. All right, we have my total COGS, total, that's total cost of goods sold, total discount, total profit, total sales. So these are my KPIs. These are the measures that I'm working with. All right, now if you haven't checked out my video on DAX, you should check that out. All right, so this is simply DAX. All right, it's simply DAX. Okay, our calculation. So if I click on this, you see the formula, which is sum of cox. All right, that is my total cox. All right, so that is just that. And so I have my measures in place. So now that I have my measures in place, how do I create my food parameters? All right, so in creating food parameters, you need to come right over here. Is it in set? No, you need to come right over here. All right, go to modeling. All right, now if you come to modeling, you are going to see all of this. You are going to see new parameter. So you click on a new parameter and you are going to select fields because you are selecting from the fields from that particular sheet. Okay, and so I'm going to click on fields and now I'm going to create my parameter, my first parameter. And my first parameter, I'm going to name this my measure parameter. All right, so my measure parameter, which means this parameter contains my measures, all right, my KPIs, what I'm looking at, all right, my KPIs, what I want to see, what my manager wants to see, all right. He or she wants to see the total cost of goods sold, the total profit, the total discount. So these are my measures, all right. So I name it measure parameter, okay. And then once you are done, you come right over here. It says add and read other fields. So these are the fields you want to add. All right, these are the fields you want to add. So this is the place you add your measures. All right, the measures that you'll be looking at. Okay, and so once I come here, I'll come to my measure and I'm going to select all of my KPIs. So I select this, and then I select this. So these are my KPIs. These are what my manager wants to know. He or she wants to see, wants to understand. Okay, and so I select all of this. Then I'm going to come down and I'm going to click on create. So it's going to take a second. And then it's created. It says measure parameter. So it's created my parameter, and you can find that right here. Okay, so now that it's created, you can see it over here. So it's going to come off like a slicer, right? So like a slicer. So you can see it's more or less like a slicer, and we can just format it because it's just a slicer. So let's go ahead and format this. Okay, so I'm going to select this as a slicer, like I said, and then I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning. Okay, so just quickly doing that. Okay, click doing that. All right, then call out value. Let's do a little formatting. So this is just formatting. All right, this is just formatting. We are formatting our slicer. Okay, we are formatting our slicer, and title we are going to have, so it says measure parameters. Okay, so it's just as simple as that. So now we have our parameter. All right, so now we have our parameter. Our parameter, yeah, and it's a slicer. All right, so this are okay. All right, so now we have our parameter. So what we can simply just do is that we can just go right in and say, all right, oh, excuse me. All right, sorry. So what we can simply just go in and do is that we can say, all right, sure. So now this is our parameter. So whenever we're just going to say, all right, so we want to see the details by country. All right, so we select that and then we select our parameter. All right, now the parameter needs to be in the y-axis, not at the ledger side. All right, so that whenever we click on the cost of goods sold per country, you are going to see it like this. Okay, and then if you want to look at the total discount by country, you can just click it and know the total profit, total sales. All right, and so that's what the parameter helps it to do. We can just change the graph, the visualization, whichever I want to use, but I just don't want it like this. All right, maybe our manager just doesn't want this. He just doesn't want to see the total sales. There are some other things that he or she wants to get to know. All right, so maybe we have here, we have our total cost of goods sold, total discount, total profit, total sales. But if she wants to know by maybe country and then product and then segment, things like that. Okay, so we need to create, or we can create another parameter for just that. Okay, so the parameter just doesn't work with measures, but works with any other thing as well. So let's go in and do that. So I'm going to come right in here. Now I'm going to start a new or create a new parameter, and I'm going to name this what we want to see. We want to know, okay, what we want to know, what we want to see, parameter. All right, and in here I'm going to come right in here where you say we want for country, for the discount band, we want for the month. All right, we want for, so we can add as many as we want. All right, it's also going to come off as a slicer. All right, and then probably segment. So let's say this is fine. All right, and so now that we've created our new parameter, it's also going to come right over here, just as we did for the first one. Okay, so it comes right here, and then we do our formatting. Once again, we do the formatting. So this, like so. All right, and this time around I want it to be 5. Okay, 5. All right, I want it to be like so. Okay, and then call out value, we are going to do the same thing as we did for the first one. Okay, so like so, and then this is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. We will come right here, and the column should be 5. I want the row should be like 1, or I want the row should be 5 rather, and I want the columns to be like just 1. All right, so I want it this way. and then come right here. I'm going to change this. Okay, same way. Then now, once I'm done with this, okay, I can shift this right over here to the side, make this a little smaller. All right, so this is the second parameter, all right, that we've created. Okay, so you have this on the side. All right, so that now that I have this, what I can do is that I can say, all right, so I want the total cost of goods sold by country. Then it's simply this, and then by country. All right, but it's not working by country. It is not working, and so you might be wondering. Let me say this. You might be wondering what is actually wrong with this. Now, what is wrong with this is that this is a visual that we are basing our field parameter on. And now if you come to if you click on the visual, you're going to see that the y-axis is showing country, whereas the x-axis is showing parameter. And this is not what we want. And that is why you can see that it's whatever we do here is not affecting the visual, okay, because it's wrong. So we need to set this up. So what we are going to do is click in the visual, okay, click in the visual, remove this, and then the x-axis and our y-axis are going to be this, okay, this, and then our new parameter, which is this. Okay, so this is going to be the y-axis, the measure is going to be the y-axis, and then the x-axis is going to be our, how do you call it, our what we want to know. Okay, and so if I come here, and so now we are going to have this, and I'm going to say, all right, so our x parameter is going to be the one we want to know parameter, and then the y axis is going to be our measure parameter. All right, so that now that I have this, if I'm to select this total discount by discount band, then you can see now it's working. All right, or if I wanted the total discount by the month, you can see it's working. By product, you can see it's working. So this is one visual showing all of these details. Okay, so this is something that your manager probably is asking for. All right, and field parameters being an amazing feature helps you to do this cleanly and with no problems. All right, and so yeah, this is how to use the field parameters. It's an amazing feature. All right, and I do hope you took something away from this video. All right, if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. Excuse me, and don't forget to leave a like. All right, and subscribe. And yeah, like I always say, be sure to take care of yourself. And I'll probably catch you in the next. I'll probably make a project, all right, where I use this in that particular project. So be sure to subscribe so that when I drop that particular project, you'll be the first to be notified. All right. So yeah, do take care of yourself, and I'll catch you in the next one.